Well, a very good afternoon, and it is only, actually, we're about 2 minutes away from midday here in the United Kingdom, and it is Super Soccer Saturday here on Football Fans Live. What a lineup we have for you today, but we are kicking off up in Scotland this afternoon. I nearly said at Ibrox, but it's not. It's at St Mirren Park. Rangers are away from home today. A draw will be enough for them to jump back on top of the Scottish Premier. But can 7th in the league, St Mirren, with home advantage, put a massive dent in Rangers' hopes at midday this afternoon? Are you ready for this? With the players just coming out onto the pitch. So I'll give you a little bit of background. In their previous game, St Mirren, a cracking game it was, won 3-2 against Ross County. Next up for them, they will be away to Motherwell. Now, we are at St Mirren Park, and it's a really small stadium. For a stadium that is in the Premiership, you know, even my Kidderminster Harriers team have got a bigger ground. This one holds just under 8,000. So there we go. And the players are just holding, show racism, the red card. All the players, I've never seen that before in any of the games. All the players are holding up red cards, and on the card it says show racism, the red card. Fantastic stuff. Nice little touch up there in Scotland. Wow, maybe that's something else. Maybe our players can go down on one knee and they can have a red card and they hold them up. But I want to know who's going to collect all the red cards up afterwards. There we go. Let's hope we don't see... Actually, let's hope we see some red cards. We love controversy here on Football Fans Live, and we had a couple yesterday in the 3 games, totaling 6 games, because we have got a second game going on at the moment as well right now, and that one is Atalanta against Udinese, and it's 0-0 at the moment. So we are only seconds away from kicking off this afternoon at St Mirren Park. As for Rangers, as we all know, they are all managed by Stevie G. Yes, ex-England and Liverpool star Steven Gerrard manages the Gers. They are currently in second place. They've won 6, drawn 2, and only lost 1, sitting pretty on 20 points. As for St Mirren, who are known as the Buddies, they have won 3, drawn 4, and lost 2. In their previous game, Rangers 1-1, very respectable there with Hearts. And next up for Rangers, they'll be facing my Scottish team, Aberdeen, but Rangers will be at home, and that'll be a really tough game for the Aberdonians. Right, we are about to get underway, and the players are taking the knee as well. So when they lined up on the edge of the pitch with the advertising behind them, that's when they did the red card, and now they're doing the taking the knee, and we are underway, and it will be Rangers that get us underway this afternoon in the beautiful sunshine. It is absolutely glorious up in Scotland. It's a little bit cloudy up here. It's not very often that the Scottish get better weather than us down here on the south coast, but there we go. Right, Ibrox. They can hold around 80,000 fans. So that is, I think, the biggest ground in Scotland. I may be wrong. One of you guys may be able to either confirm it or put me in my place regarding that one. There's Stevie G out on the sidelines, jumping on his chewing gum, looking very relaxed. Like I said, Rangers will go on top with only a draw. That's all they need here today. But I'm sure that they'll be going for the win. Now, we have covered Rangers once already this season. It was right at the beginning of the season, and they lost away to Dundee United, but it was a cracking game. It was only 1-0, but we had tons of goal malfunction, and it was well worth watching, so I'm so glad we covered that one. And is it an 80 or 50? Actually, it's a 50. It's not an 80,000. I can't even read my own writing. It's terrible, that, isn't it? So there we go. We are underway. It's with St Mirren, and I have been to St Mirren's ground many years ago. I think it was back in 1997. So I'm assuming it's changed a fair bit. St Mirren, known as the Buddies, and obviously Rangers are just basically known as the Jers. And it is St Mirren on the attack down the left-hand side, and they win a corner. The first corner of the game goes to the home team. What can they do with this? Can they get an early goal and put the Willies up Rangers this afternoon? You know, St Mirren have had a good season so far. They're on 13 points. You know, they've won 3, drawn 4. They've only lost 2 so far. So I think this is still going to be a fairly close game. It's out on that left-hand side. Right-footed in swinger. And here comes the Rangers goalkeeper, all in orange today. So you can definitely see him coming on the pitch. And he rolls it out. He takes it on the edge of his own 6-yard box, rolls it out to his centre-back, who knocks it downfield up to the halfway line. Let's have a few shout-outs, shall we, in just a few moments' time. So if you want a big mention, if you want a mega love shout-out, then please just drop a hello or say whatever you want. And in a few minutes, Sarah will be telling me who exactly we have in the room for the first of 4 great games. It was pandemonium here in the Miller household earlier today. The new bed turned up at 9 o'clock this morning, and we hadn't done any of the thumbnails. I hadn't done any paperwork. And of course, this game started at midday. So it was absolutely crazy. Right footed shot! Oh my life, no way! No way! St Mirren have taken the lead, and he was about 35 yards out. Walloped it right-footed from the right-hand side, and that is a goal to behold. And the home fans are going absolutely crazy. St Mirren Park is bouncing. He won it on the halfway line, inside that centre circle. Lines it up, right-footed, top left-hand corner. Goalkeeper diving to his left-hand side. Did not stand a chance. This is not the script that Rangers came here with today. Oh my giddy aunt. Number 43, right-footed, smashed it from about 28 yards out, 30 yards out, straight in the top left-hand corner. And that is one of the best goals that we've seen here this season on Football Fans Live. The goalkeeper at full stretch couldn't get anywhere near it. And I'll tell you what, Jim Goldwyn and his assistants, they're going crazy on the sidelines. And I don't think even they could believe it. That is a goal to behold in only the 4th minute of this game. Conor Ronan, the Irishman, it's his 3rd goal this season in the Premiership, and he won't forget that one in a hurry. And now Steven Gerrard looks at the floor, chomping on his chewing gum. He looks a tad concerned, but that came from nowhere. He picked it up inside his own half, took it into the centre circle, went round 2 players, and then ran onto the edge of the area, or just back from the edge of the area, and smashed it in the top left-hand corner. That was simply unbelievable stuff from St Mirren. Goal time, 3 minutes and 4 seconds, and the flags are flying. It is the black and white who are all white here today. Oh my goodness me, what a start to this game. I did not expect that. That literally, I don't even know what I was talking about at the time. That literally came from nothing. I thought, it's okay, I can have a chat with my football fans family, and there's nothing happening at the moment. How will Rangers respond to this? And they definitely want a response very quickly indeed on the edge of the area of Rangers, but they're being pushed all the way back towards that centre circle. And the home team have broken the deadlock in 3 minutes and 4 seconds. Get in there, Connor. Have some of that, Rangers. That is unbelievable. I did not expect that. We covered Rangers just a few days ago, and they played amazing. It was such a great game. Really enjoyed it in Europe, that was. And they've got it all to do now. The sun is definitely shining on St Mirren and all their supporters. And it's Fraser with a throw-in for St Mirren down on this near left-hand side. The number 22, all in black and white. I haven't even told you. Rangers are going from my left, attacking the right-hand side. And St Mirren are going from the right-hand side, attacking the left-hand side. St Mirren in their traditional black and white striped kit with black shorts and black socks. And Rangers in their blue and white and red socks. I'm not sure why Rangers have got red socks on, but there is a little bit of red in their badge, as you guys well know. Wow, unbelievable stuff. It's still 0-0 between Atalanta and Udinese. We have covered both of those teams a fair few times this season, but we thought, why not? Let's bring that one as well. They kicked off about 15 to 20 minutes earlier, and they are into the 35th minute of that game. So, yeah, literally 30 minutes earlier in this one, but I will keep you up to date. And then at 2 o'clock, we are back down in London for an all-London affair. It's West Ham United, the Hammers, against Tottenham Hotspur, the Spurs, who, well, the Lily Whites as they're known as, who will come out on top on that one. There's no love lost there. And that'll be an interesting game. That'll be an interesting game. But this is turning into an absolute stonker. And that's exactly what we wanted. We wanted one of these teams to take the lead nice and early on. And then the other team will push forward. They'll come out. And Rangers have it all to do now. Rangers, it was the first attack of the game, apart from that corner. But that one led to nothing. What a start from St Mirren fans. And the St Mirren fans are going mental right now. They're absolutely loving what they're seeing. Oh, we're struggling with Twitter again. Guys, if you can, please share it out because we can't get it out on Twitter. I don't know what Twitter are messing around at the moment. We had problems, was it yesterday or Friday? Twitter keeps being a twit. So if you can share it out, guys, on all the platforms, we'd really, really appreciate that. That's just typical. And that's normally the one that brings in, you know, a fair few people into the house. But there you go. It is what it is. Sarah's going to try her best and get that sorted for you guys as well. But we'd really appreciate it if you could share it out to as many people as you possibly can. But I know that there's about 5 or 6 other channels covering the St Mirren game, which is great. More coverage for St Mirren and Rangers. But we'd like a few more in here, as we always do. More the merrier, as they say. And don't forget, we have got Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Twitter when it works, Twitch, Pinterest, Reddit, and I don't think I've missed anything else. And of course, we've got the website and YouTube as well. So you can join up with us on all of those. We have actually got a merch shop, which we haven't really looked at the moment. And Miller, spelt same surname as me, but spelt with an A, goes down under a heavy challenge out on this near left-hand side by the halfway line. He's going to be okay for St Mirren. 10 minutes in, it is 1-0. To the home team. The Mirrens are marching on. So that will change things around a little bit in the league. They started the day in 7th place. Now they have 3 points as it stands at the moment. And that will put them from 13 points on to 16 points. And St Mirren have jumped up 2 places. Now, can they hold on to all 3 points? Crossed into the penalty area from the left-hand side. And it's going to go all the way through for a goal kick. But that was a good attack down the left-hand side by St Mirren. It was crossed from right to left, far out on that right-hand side. All the way over. It was a great pass. And it was picked up down this left-hand side on the edge of the penalty area. He hit it across the face of the penalty area. Left-footed. But unfortunately, there was nobody for St Mirren inside that 6-yard box because all it would have required was the slightest of touches or just a gentle tap in. Oh, goodness me. I thought we had a goal in the other game. I thought it was Atalanta. Atalanta have just hit the post. Wow, the home team, Atalanta against Udinese, have just hit the post. Very, very close indeed. But that one into the 38th minute is still 0-0. Back to our featured football match, and it is up in Scotland. We haven't covered that many Scottish games this season. We've covered Scotland a lot in the European Championship and the World Cup qualifiers. But the Scottish Premiership, we haven't cover that much, so it's good to do that. And it's a free kick to Rangers and offside. It's about 25 yards from the halfway line, and they're urging their players to get forward. There's the St Mirren manager. He looks like something out of a film. He's got white hair, white beard, and then he's got a dyed black stripe down the middle of his beard like that, like a black goatee, but all the rest of it's pure white. He looks like one of them characters off the Hunger Games or something like that. Looks pretty cool. It's different. Looks pretty cool. But he is the happier Jim Goodwin, the happier of the two managers. Good old Jim Bob doing his stuff again. And they are up into 5th place, as I said. So not a bad start for St Mirren in the sunshine today here at iBox. And St Mirren are still putting Rangers under a lot of pressure. Rangers having to go all the way back to the goalkeeper, passing it amongst the back four. And the forwards piling forward, you know, for St Mirren. They're not going to settle for this 1-goal lead. They are going to push and go for a second and even a third. They want to keep Rangers inside their own half, and they're doing exactly that right now. St Mirren, I mean, I think in the vote, a lot of you, including myself, I went for St Mirren for Rangers in the vote. And guys, if you haven't voted, it's a little blue box. St Mirren win, Rangers win, a draw. Well, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn who wins. You're just here for the fun and the entertainment on this Super Soccer Sunday. So yeah, but I actually went for Rangers, and there is a long way to go. We're only into 13 minutes of this game in the first half, and it's going to be a throw in St Mirren down this left-hand side, about 35 yards from goal on the attack once again, pushing Rangers back and back and back. And now we're going to have those shout-outs. Who have we got in the Football Fans Live family house today? Exley, there we go. Great to see you, Exley. Happy Sunday. Macness Gamer, Macness Gambler, we ought to call him. Macness Gambler, let's hope you have a great day like you did yesterday. Couldn't believe that, 1,200 up. Take that, bookies, have some of that. Fingers crossed for you today, my friend. Excellent. And don't forget my drink when we meet up. Kim Gers, hello, my friend. Great to see you. I did check out, it said something, there was a message left that you left, Kim Gers. And I did nip onto your YouTube channel and subscribed, and I think I left a message. So yeah, Kim Goods has got a little channel. It's only got 2 videos on there, guys, but do go over, give it a little bit of love, and then Kim Goods might be putting more stuff up. But great to see you. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend so far. Tim, hello, Mr. Stranger, Tim Simpson. Now talk about technical stuff and genius. Guys, if you've got any technical questions regarding computers, cameras, lighting, sounding equipment, Tim Simpson has got thousands of videos, thousands of sites. Do check them out, and he breaks it all down for you. It's a great way to learn by watching Tim Simpson, and he'd be more than happy to answer any questions. Cracking channel, Tim Simpson. Ehab, hello stranger, how you doing? I hope you've had a wonderful week, Ehab. I know we haven't seen you for a little while, but I hope that you've been well and true and fine and dandy. Great to see you, Ehab. Thank you so much for being here on the Super Soccer Sunday. Sam Hughes in the house, how you doing, Sam? Thank you so much for being here. And again, for you, my friend, I hope that you've had a wonderful weekend. We've had some cracking games already over the weekend. 3 yesterday with loads of goals. Hello, Danny. That's Sarah's daughter there. Very pretty indeed. George Brown. There we go. The Lion of England. What are you doing watching a Scottish game, George? Great stuff. Thank you for being here. Frill Siegs. Hello, brother. How you doing? It's our friends from Warsaw. Frill Siegs, we will be up in the Midlands in November, the second weekend in November. It would be great if you could make your way to Kidderminster, maybe on Sunday the 14th of November, if you are around. If not, I know that you get around. It'd be great to meet up. You never know. Fraser, hello, buddy. Hello, buddy. He's getting ready. Fraser's getting ready for Liverpool to batter Manchester United later on today at 4:30, sir. Am I correct? 4:30, I do believe. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, 4:30. Okay, guys, so I think that's all the shout outs for now. Excellent stuff. If you want to join in the live chat, if you want a mega love shout out, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Wait 1 minute while the computer resets itself, because it's all, you know, it's very temperamental, as computers generally are, including Twitter. And then you'll be able to join in the live chat and talk to your heart is content here in Scotland, in the Scottish Premiership, in the sunshine. And we've just had a few statistics come up on the screen, and so far St Mirren have had 66% of the possession of the ball in this opening 17 minutes. But here come Rangers on the edge of the area. Danger for St Mirren. The first real attack for Rangers coming in the 17th minute. It's crossed into the penalty area. Tries to unleash a right-footed shot, but great defending by the fullback there for St Mirren. And it's cleared downfield, up towards that halfway line. Rangers win it back on the halfway line, but St Mirren steal it. And it's 2-on-2. Oh, he's had to go backwards. He had to go backwards there, unfortunately. But that could have been another lethal break down the centre of the field for St Mirren. But the chance now has been wasted. And it's knocked back all the way to the Rangers goalkeeper. The Rangers players have got the sun in their eyes. They are going from left to right, and that sun is high up in the sky on the right-hand side. And I've just lost my screen. That's not good. That's not good. Sky Sports, Sky Sports Live are having problems, and we're back. We are back. Don't panic. You didn't miss anything. It's still 1-0 with Rangers on the edge of the penalty area, down that left-hand side, but a terrible cross, and it's cut out by the centre-back, who clears it downfield up towards that centre circle. Rangers win the ball back. Rangers need, and they are starting in this last 2 or 3 minutes, to edge their way back into this game. They need to get a strong hold. They need to get their feet on the floor, and they need to compose themselves and go for it. You know, they will stay in second place if the score stays like this. And we've got a St Mirren player down out on that far left-hand side. Now we've got one down on the right-hand side. And now the referee does bring the ball back. And it is half-time between Atalanta and Udinese. And it is 0-0. Atalanta hitting the left-hand side post towards the end of that half. But the deadlock has still not been broken. There we are. There we are. Okay, and James Taverner, the Englishman who plays for Rangers in Scotland, picks up a yellow card for that challenge out on this near right-hand side that we just saw. So a free kick just inside their own half for St Mirren in this first half. 19 minutes gone, still the home team lead by that 4th minute goal. And it was an absolute world-class goal. That had Ronaldo, Pele, Beckham written all over it, that one. I didn't say Mo Salah because Mo Salah is better at taking on defenders and getting it into the box and then hammering it home. So that had David Beckham written all over it, that one. So a throw-in to Rangers out on the far left-hand side, and it's going to be another throw-in to Rangers out on that far left-hand side, a little bit closer to the halfway line, but still inside their own half. Can Rangers get themselves back into this game before half-time? It's not looking like it at the moment. They've had 3 crosses into the St Mirren penalty area, and each one has been easily dealt with the back 4 of St Mirren. Most points won from losing positions. Rangers top with 6 points. Aberdeen second with 5 points. Well, in 5 games, sorry. So Rangers have come from behind 6 times this season. There's Steven Gerrard biting on his bottom lip. Yep, he's looking a tad concerned. I think we might get some... I mean, there's still a long way to go. So there's still 70 minutes left in this game. But I think Steven Gerrard will be thinking about half-time and making 1 or 2 changes. And it's going to be a free kick to Rangers inside their own half, out on that far left-hand side, inside their penalty area. It was a good break down the right-hand side, but then the St Mirren forward, there's nothing in that. And I think St Mirren have been ripped off there That's like going to Burger King and getting a Kentucky Fried Chicken meal. I think they've been ripped off. Hey, I want to try. I know it's only about till November the 6th or 16th, but I want to try that double Big Mac. I do want. I'm not a big fan of McDonald's, but I do want to try the double Big Mac. Has anybody tried it? Is it nice? Is it worth it? Just an extra burger, an extra 2 burgers, isn't it? But if it's got meat in it, then that's good for me. Sorry, vegans and vegetarians, but I just don't understand you. Okay, it's a free kick. St Mirren out on that far right hand side. This is a really good position. McGrath is in there. This is about 32 yards from goal, out on the far right hand side. It's going to be whipped in into the penalty area, left footed. Goalkeeper punches it on the edge of his 6-yard box. I mean, he's got the sun in his eyes, so that's probably why he didn't catch it, because he could have caught it, but he punched it. And here come Rangers. Good interception there. And St Mirren pick it up inside that centre circle. Oh, he tried to play it through the middle of the defence, but he put too much on it and it went all the way through to the Rangers goalkeeper, who plays it out to his right back. Switch of play out wide, now out onto that left-hand side. Back to the goalkeeper. Rangers have got to start going forward. They can't sit back. I know there's still 68.5 minutes to go, but that clock will soon tick down and the time will be against them. So Rangers haven't got time to keep passing the ball backwards and amongst the back four. They've got to go forwards. They've got to attack. You know, it is human nature to go forwards and not go backwards. We never, well, I do when I'm commentating sometimes, walk backwards, but we always should walk forwards. You know, our eyes are at the front of our head for going forwards. So Rangers, stop going backwards. You can't afford to. Out on this near right-hand side, inside the St Mirren half. And then they go backwards to the centre-back. Oh, Rangers, what are you doing? Come on, guys. If I was Steven Gerrard, I would be going mental on the sidelines right now. I would be, you know, it would have to be X-rated or over 21s, because that's... They've got to stop this stupid... If they were 1-0 up, I could understand it, but they're losing by 1-0, and they're playing it amongst the back four, back to the goalkeeper. He was on the halfway line then. He was actually just inside the St Mirren half, and he passed it all the way back to his goalkeeper. Now they come down the right-hand side. What can they do with this? And they've won a corner. Here we go. Can Rangers get that equaliser that will put them back on, well, not back on top, but it will put them on top. Taverner's going to take it out on this near right-hand side. It's going to be an outswinger, right-footed. There's 6 blue shirts inside that penalty area, waiting for a good delivery. Will it come? Let's have a look. There's Goldson. He wants it. He's got his hand up in the air. Right-footed, back post header, straight at the goalkeeper. Oh, my goodness me. Got a lot of power on that. But unfortunately for the Rangers fans and the Rangers players, he headed it. He got up above the defender. Great header. Directed it straight at the goalkeeper, though. If that had been either side or low and hard, then I'm telling you what, that would have been 1-1. But it was a great delivery by Taverner out on this right-hand side, the number 2 for Rangers. And on the back post, about 7 yards out. Bosh! But straight into the goalkeeper's arms. And a great chance is wasted by Rangers. But that was major danger there. You know, St Mirren have got to be careful on those corners. They've got to pick up the runners. It's a throw in St Mirren out on that far right-hand side. 38 yards from goal. They take the throw in. Nice, neat 1-2. Trying to go down the channel there. And they've won another throw. A little bit closer to the goal. About 32 yards from goal now. Out on the far right-hand side. Have they got a long throw specialists? Nope, he's going to take that one short again. They need to get it into that box. If they can get a second before half-time, Rangers will have a mountain to climb in this second half. And the throw comes into the penalty area, but it's cleared downfield. Over the halfway line it goes. There's a slip by the right back of St Mirren then, but he gets back to his feet and manages to clear it down that right-hand side. Played in towards the penalty area. The full-back picks it up for Rangers, clears it up towards that centre circle, over the halfway line. It's 3-on-3, but again, Rangers going backwards. Now they come forwards, up to the edge of the penalty area, knocks it in to the right hand side on the byline. He slips again. And I think we're going to get another corner. We are going to get another corner. It's down on this right hand side. And Roof, the Rangers striker there, slipped. I've seen a lot. I think, I'm not sure, but I think the sprinklers were out at the beginning of this game. And I think they've watered it too much because the players are struggling, even when they've not got the ball, to stay on their feet at the moment. So I think they've, and that might be a tactic by St Mirren. You never know. Right-footed cross into the penalty area. Another corner. Header again and straight into the goalkeeper's arms. Why are they not learning? It was a great header. Tons of power. Straight down the goalkeeper's throat. Header it down. Header it to the left-hand side. Header it to the right-hand side. They would have been 2-1 up now, Rangers. My goodness me, they're winning those corner kicks. They're winning the ball inside that 6-yard box. But they keep headering it straight at the goalkeeper. He just stands there and goes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. They're not making him work. Rangers, that is pathetic. Come on, sort it out. A foot either side, it would be 2-1 to Rangers. And here they come again. It's 3-on-3. Out onto the left-hand side, edge of the area. Two blue shirts on the edge of the area. Left-footed shot. Great defensive play by the centre-back. And now St Mirren get it clear, but Rangers intercept on the edge of the area. Played out onto the right-hand side, inside that penalty area. And another defender slips on his jacksie. They've watered the pitch. They've watered the pitch. I don't care what anybody says. They've watered the pitch too much before this game kicked off. And the players are struggling to stand on their feet at the moment. Such a shame. And it could be a tactic by St Mirren. Years ago, Kidderminster Harriers were playing Preston North End in the FA Cup. Preston North End used to play, I don't know whether they still do, on a plastic pitch. So, Kidderminster Harriers, what they decided to do was absolutely drench the pitch with water so it was muddy and slow. And they beat Preston North End. Preston North End could not play on a sloppy, muddy pitch because they were used to playing on a fast plastic pitch, and it completely destroyed their game. Great tactics by Kidderminster, and they knocked Preston North End out of the FA Cup. You know, and maybe, just maybe, this is a plan by St Mirren. If it's not, then somebody needs to have a word with the groundsman, because the players, and both sets of players actually, are struggling. They need longer studs in their boots at half time. They're struggling to stay on their feet. And it's not only the Rangers players, it's the St Mirren players as well. It could have rained overnight, absolutely. It could have rained up in Scotland, but the sun has been blaring for at least an hour now. Not that that would have made much of a difference, but you never know. I don't know what the temperatures are up there in Scotland. I wouldn't imagine they'd be that warm at the moment, but yeah, it's very wet and slippery out there. And now Rangers have turned the possession around. They've got 61% of the possession of the ball in the 30th minute of this game. So, Rangers starting to take a foothold now, getting themselves back into the game. And a free kick comes in left-footed. Good clearance by St Mirren. Downfield, and Rangers go all the way back to the goalkeeper on the edge of that Rangers penalty area. Out wide, out onto this right-hand side. Picked up by the right-back. Takes it over the halfway line. Now St Mirren are having to defend 3 or 4 yards deeper, with Rangers pushing upfield 5 or 6 yards. Oh, and Rangers win it back. On the halfway line with Rangers. Rangers still trying to slow the game down. I don't understand why they're doing that at the moment, being honest with you. But there we go. Play downfield, out on that right-hand side. Is he going to keep it in? He does keep it in. It's with Rangers by that corner flag, out on the near right-hand side. Played in field, onto the edge of the area. And the left-back gets it clear downfield for St Mirren. Flicked on down this left-hand channel. And Rangers pick it back up with the centre-back inside his own half. Play to the full-back. Still with the boys in blue, but 31 minutes on the clock. We've only got 14 minutes to half-time. And it is Rangers that are still trailing by that 1-0 that came in the 4th minute of this game. And what an amazing goal it was. But here come Rangers down the left-hand side. He's got 4 blue shirts inside that penalty area. Lays it back to the edge of the penalty area. And now the chance has been wasted. But it's crossed over from left to right. Played downfield. Left-footed. We're going the groups again at half-time. And Rangers pick it up on that halfway line. Inside the centre circle, on the attack, pushing forward again. Like I said, Rangers have changed their positioning slightly. Oh no, left-footed cross from the edge of the area, out on the left-hand side, about 14 yards out, and it went right the way across the face of the St Mirren goal and the goalkeeper. Good chance there for Rangers. Did it take a deflection on the way through? Is it going to be another corner? It is going to be another corner to Rangers out on the far right-hand side. This time, they're going to change it around. It's an in-swinger. It's going to be taken left-footed this time. And but the first two were taken by 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓷𝓷𝓰. This one isn't. So, a change of tactic. And that didn't work because it went over the head of everybody. And it's going to be a throw-in to St Mirren. What a waste of the corner. Get 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓷𝓷𝓰 back on those corners, man. That was ridiculous stuff. Next up, at 2 p.m, we've got West Ham United. And then at 4:30, we've got Manchester United against Liverpool. Wait for that one from Old Trafford. In the votes, if you haven't voted already, guys, please do. Place your bets. 77% already have gone for Rangers winning this game. But at the moment, in the 34th minute, they are trailing by 1-0. Pretty unbelievable. Wow. 31 votes so far, so make sure that you drop your vote in the link. And it's with the Rangers goalkeeper out on that far left-hand side. Only 11 minutes now to half-time. Rangers need a response before half-time, or Steven Gerrard will be kicking their butts, I am sure. Out on this far left-hand side with the centre-back. Rangers head it back to their goalkeeper. You know, they had a good spell then for a good 12-15 minutes. And they've let it go again. They've started playing backwards. And they give it away on the halfway line. And the boys in blue look extremely frustrated right now. And now it's the turn of St Mirren to play it across the back four. To run that clock down. With the full-back. With the centre-back. Now with the left-back. Played upfield onto the halfway line. The black and whites are looking all right now. On this Super Soccer Sunday. Bam, 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 bam. It is still a 0-0 between Atalanta and Udinese. And it goes all the way back to the Rangers goalkeeper. Rolls it out to his centre-back. Out onto the far left-hand side. Picked up by the left-back. Back to the centre-back. Back to the left-back. And now they decide to go forward. Up towards that halfway line. Rangers on the attack once again. A nice interception there. Well, and St Mirren have lost out. They've got to get some blue shirts. It's out on that left-hand side by the corner flag with Rangers on the attack now. There's 5 blue shirts inside that penalty area. And he slips. That pitch is so sodden with water right now. It's unbelievable. The players look like they're ice skating half the time. Rangers was 62% of the possession in the 36th minute. 5 shots, 3 on target for Rangers, but they are still trailing. And St Mirren have had 3 shots so far in this game, with 2 of those being on target and 1 of those 2 ending up in the back of the net. Rangers will not want to be dropping points here. Okay, it's out on that right-hand side with Rangers up towards the corner flag. Here they come with the number 17. Plays it onto the edge of the area. Inside the box. Oh, and the chance is wasted there. But the chance is still on. Oh, and he hits it left-footed on the turn. It was 𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 left-footed. He's complaining that it should be a corner. It went wide of the right-hand side post. Let's have a look at that again. Did his shot. His left-footed shot on the turn. It did take a deflection off the hip of the St Mirren defender. That should be a corner to Rangers. What is the referee going to give? I think that came off his arm. It could even be a penalty. If VAR step in here, it could be a penalty to Rangers because it hit the elbow of the St Mirren defender, but the referee doesn't even give a free kick. A corner kick, nothing. A penalty, nothing. This referee's an absolute joke. He's as blind as a bloody bat. What a twat referee. It should have been a penalty to Rangers. They've been outdone in the 37th minute. Rangers denied a clear penalty. Even I saw that one, and I'm hundreds of miles away down on the south coast in Bournemouth. But I saw that that was a bloody penalty. Referee, wipe the shite out your eyes. Goodness me, man. Oh, I hate bad refereeing. I really, really do. Bad refereeing, bad VAR, and bad linesmen, and bad play. Gets my goat, it really does. But that was shocking. Absolutely shocking. You can't blame the linesman because he's out on the right-hand side and his field of vision, his line of sight was actually blocked. But here come Rangers out on the right-hand side. Another cross into that penalty area. On the attack once again. They're looking for that equaliser now. 38 minutes on the clock. Only 7 minutes to go to half-time. I don't think we'll get much injury time at the end of this half because we haven't really had any injuries. But here come Rangers trying to get the cross in. He does. Takes a deflection. And this time the referee gets it bloody right for once. But Rangers have been denied a clear bloody penalty. And where is VAR? Why isn't it here? Or if it is here, why aren't they cleaning the shit out of their eyes? And a header from 14 yards out, and he puts it wide. Oh, Rangers have had 3 good headed chances. It was 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 about 10 yards out. Crossed him from the left-hand side. He rose, he broke free. He was running in from outside the box, and he puts it about 3 yards wide of the left-hand side post. Oh, come on, 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. You've got to do better than that. 6.5 minutes to go. Guys, if you want to join in the live chat, just hit that subscribe button and then wait 1 minute. You'll be able to chat to myself and to Sarah, my technical director, sat to the right-hand side of me. And you've got all the lineups down below. You've got the substitutions. And I do believe the formations are there running across the bottom for you. So you get more than your money's worth here on Football Fans Live. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe. What is the subscribe account at right now? 847. Can we hit 850 by the end of this Scottish Premiership game? Can we see 850 up on that top right-hand side? So please, guys, please subscribe if you haven't already. And it does allow you to chat after 1 minute as well. And it's great to see you all. And I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. And thank you so much for joining me on Super Soccer Sunday. Up in the Scottish Premiership, Rangers only need a draw to jump into top spot of the Premiership. But at the moment, it is St Mirren that will be walking away with all 3 points. Currently in 5th place. They started the day in 7th. And it's a free kick. It's a penalty. And now he does give a penalty to Rangers. Rangers have a penalty in the 40th minute. He was taken down on the edge of the penalty area. That could have been 2 penalties. McCarthy, I think, went in with a challenge on 𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷. Was it McCarthy? And there was nothing in that, actually. So this referee hasn't got a clue. In my eyes, that's not a penalty, but the previous one was, so maybe that is justice. So in the 41st minute, can Rangers make it all square? We've got a penalty here at the St Mirren Park. Can the fans, the travelling fans, jump for joy? Come on, I'm thinking it is the Rangers fans that are behind the goal that Rangers are attacking down on my right-hand side. Are you ready for this? Hold on to your hats. They needed an equaliser before half-time. Are they going to get it? Can he get the ball in between those 3 wooden posts? Or can the goalkeeper save it? Let's have a look. It's going to be a right-footed penalty. Hold on to your hats. Can Rangers get the equaliser in the 41st minute of this game? Unbelievable. It's the number 25, I think. Can't see who it is. The camera's crap for Sky Sports. Honestly, it's going to be right-footed. Up he steps. He takes a little run up and it's parried down into the right-hand side. The goalkeeper goes to his left. He went the right way, but he just couldn't get enough on it. And I'll tell you what, it's St Mirren 1, Rangers 1, and the Rangers fans are going mental. We have an equaliser. He took a little bit of a pause. He took a little fancy step as he went up. Then he paused. Then he placed it hard and low to the bottom right-hand side. The goalkeeper diving to his left. And that wasn't a penalty, but the handball was. So I think that's justice. That is justice. There we go. There we go. It is back to even Stevens. What will both managers say to their team? And I had a feeling it was coming. Rangers, it took them a long time. They were behind for the first 30 minutes of this game, I would say, or 27 minutes. The first half of the first half was completely dominated by the home side, St Mirren. But, you know, as the first half progressed, Rangers started to get their foot back into this game. And it is 1-1. 2 minutes to go. How much injury time will we get at the end of this half? Maybe 1 minute. And St Mirren play it all the way back to their goalkeeper. And the goal came in the 41st minute and 5 seconds. So in the 42nd minute of this game, it was the equaliser. And what a great penalty. Roof, I thought it was. I was looking at his haircut because I couldn't see the number on the shirt because the camera was too far out. And I was looking at his haircut. And I didn't want to say it just in case I was wrong. But there you go. It was confirmed. Thank you so much, Sarah. And here come Rangers crossed into the penalty area. Right side, and it's 2-1. It's 2-1. It was a cross from the right-hand side. The defender on the post completely balls it up. And there we have it. And Rangers, in the space of 2 minutes, have taken the lead. And they dive into the crowd, all the players, and he's getting mobbed. The stewards are trying to get the fans and the players separated. And marvellous scenes. They were 1-0 down for 41 minutes in this game. And we've had 2 goals in 2 minutes. And Rangers are now top of the Premiership. The defender on the front post for St Mirren had the chance to clear it. He fluffed it and coming in from 4 yards out. There we have it. Great cross from the right-hand side. Headed down, which is what I said, didn't I? All I said, they had 2 great chances from corners to put themselves back in the game, Rangers, early on in that first half. And I said they need to header it down. This time, he did header it down. And it bounced in front of the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper stood no chance whatsoever. And Morales has put Rangers in front for the first time. Morales, for the first time in this game. It is his 100th goal for Rangers. Get in there, Alfredo. Fantastic stuff. And now Rangers are back on top. But because he ran into the crowd, Alfredo Morelos, the goal scorer, has picked up a yellow card from the referee. So the goal scorer of the second goal for Rangers picks up a yellow card. 2 goals in 2 minutes. They've come from behind. What a game this is. And I'm so glad we are here in Scotland to witness it. Fantastic stuff. Boom, boom, boom. Back of the net. Twice for Rangers in 2 minutes. Have that, St Mirren. I am completely neutral, guys. But I just want lots of goals. Goal mark action. And now we have had a goal in our secondary game. And it's the home team, Atalanta, have taken the lead. And there's been a substitution by Ethan goes off and Ryan Flynn comes on for St Mirren. Let's have a look at that Atalanta goal. Left-footed shot, curled it from about 22 yards out. Wham bam, thank you man, back of the net. And Atalanta are 1-0 up against Udinese in our secondary game. Let's get back to our primary game. Wow, oh wow, what a fantastic... Oh man, there's never been 4 minutes. What is the fourth official doing? 4 minutes of injury time at the end of this first half. Right-footed shot, 30 yards out, and the goalkeeper for St Mirren dives to his left-hand side. A world-class shot, a world-class save by Rangers, and it could have been 3-1. I don't know where he's got 4 minutes from, and that's not good because we've only got 10 minutes in between the end of this game and the beginning of the West Ham United. Bloody fourth official, what a banker. Seriously, there's never been 4 minutes. What is he talking about? We've had no injuries, we've only had 3 goals, and it doesn't take them 4 minutes to reset themselves. Bloody hell, stupid bloody linesman. I tell you what, the linesman here and the referee and VAR are complete and utter sack of shite. You know, and I'll say it as I see it. That's what we do on Football Fans Live. We don't mess about with the commentary. I don't do softly. I don't beat about the bush. But the referee, the linesman, and the fourth official and VAR are all a sack of shite here in Scotland today. And they all need to be bloody sacked. We've had no injuries in this first half. He's making it up as he bloody well goes along. And the arsehole has put pressure on us to get ready for that second game. Here comes St Mirren over the halfway line. They need to get themselves back into this game now. Rangers beginning to dominate down the right-hand side with Rangers on the edge of the penalty area. There's only one blue shirt. Can he find him? He doesn't find him. And St Mirren get it clear up to that halfway line inside that centre circle. Mac Gambler, have you got money on Rangers today? I bet you have. I bet you have. I tell you what, I bet you were pooing your panties with 30 minutes gone in this game, 40 minutes gone in this game before that penalty went in though. But Rangers are truly looking dominant. And now they do look like, you know, a top of the Premiership team. They were very, very slow to start in this first half, Rangers. I think they were still on the team bus for the first 40 minutes. But now they are beginning to dominate. And, you know, St Mirren have got to keep their heads up and just go again. Stay focused. Get into half-time. They're only 1 goal down. They're still in it, St Mirren. But Rangers are starting to get on top now. But here comes St Mirren down that right-hand side. We're into the final minute of the 4 bullshit minutes that have been added at the end of this first half. And 𝓣𝓱𝓪𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 gives it for a throw-in. Puts it out for a throw-in on the corner flag to St Mirren. There's 4 black and white shirts. I want to call them Magpies, but they're not nicknamed the Magpies. 4 black and white shirts inside that penalty area. Can St Mirren get the equaliser before half-time? 20 seconds to go. It's thrown into the edge of the penalty area towards the front post. Flicked on. Still danger for Rangers here. Inside that penalty area with St Mirren. He goes down. He loses. He slips over again. St Mirren pick it up on the edge of the area. Right-footed cross onto the back post. And there's nobody there. And it goes harmlessly behind. We've had the 4 minutes. Come on, ref. Blow that bloody whistle, you idiot. And the whistle. Nope. I thought it'd gone then because the manager got up. Come on, blow the bloody whistle, referee, you donkey. Somebody shoot that 4th official. Come on, 15 seconds, 16 seconds, and there we go. There it is, guys. Enjoy your half-time. It is the weekend. Grab yourself a stiff drink, especially if you're a St Mirren fan. But hey-ho, that's football. That's why we love it. We'll be back at St Mirren Park to bring you the second half of St Mirren against Rangers. Can they get themselves back into this game? We'll see you in 15. Go there, but you never know. And obviously they play at Ibrox, a very well known, and we've got a substitute actually. Scott comes off and Richard Tate comes on, so another Scottishman is on for St Mirren and off goes the Englishman. Yes, are you ready for this? So it is going to be the home team, St Mirren, that get us underway in the second half. And the sun has just gone in there, so it's getting a little bit cloudy in Scotland this afternoon. And we've had to put our lights on in the studio because it's got a little bit cloudy here as well. And we are underway in the second half. So, can Rangers keep their noses in front and stay on top of the Scottish Premiership? Or can St Mirren put Rangers back into second place and climb up to fifth? This will be St Mirren's third defeat of the season if the score stays like this or Rangers increase their lead. They've won 3 so far this season, drawn 4, and like I said, this will be their third defeat of the season. As for Rangers, well, it will be a super 7th win of the season for Rangers if they can hold on to this lead. They've drawn 2 and only lost 1 so far this season. So there's everything to play for. There's only 1 goal in it. And as we know, 1 goal is never enough. Anything can happen, even when you've got dodgy referees and dodgy linesmen like you've got here today. And in our secondary game that we're covering on my laptop right next to me, we've got Atalanta against Udinese. So Atalanta are taking on Udinese, and the home team, Atalanta, are 1 goal to the good. So hopefully from next week onwards, we'll be able to bring you 3 games at the same time whenever possible. We have done it before. We will have 1 featured game and 2 secondary games. A secondary and a third? Nah, secondary games. And there he is, the St Mirren manager. Check out his beard, loves. Check out his beard. And that's Jim Budwin. And they are commonly known as the Buddies. Rangers, interesting nickname, just called the Jers basically. And it's on the halfway line with Rangers on the attack again, looking to increase their 2-1 lead that they have. They were behind for 41 minutes in this game, got the equalizer, and then within 2 minutes they managed to get their noses in front for the very first time. What will this second half bring us? Let's hope it brings us lots of controversy and lots of goals. And it's a free kick to St Mirren inside their own half. The goalkeeper's come about 30 yards forward out on that far left hand side, and he's going to take that kick downfield. Left footed kick by the goalkeeper onto the edge of the area for St Mirren. St Mirren head it into, and the Rangers goalkeeper, all in orange, comes to the edge of his penalty area and gathers the ball and rolls it out onto that right hand side. The right back making a tremendous run down that right hand side. And now they lose out, and it's going to be a throw into St Mirren. Nope, this referee is diabolical. That was a clear St Mirren throw, and he's given it to Rangers again. This referee does not have a clue what he's doing. He has no idea how to referee a football match. I do feel for Scotland if this is quality of the referees they get up there. I mean, they're bad enough in England, but this one's diabolical again. We've seen too much of it so far this season. Lots of really crap referees and linesmen and fourth officials and VAR. The standard of refereeing in well, all over the world, because obviously we cover the French games, the Italian games, Spanish games. The quality has been really, really bad this year around the world. So I think all the referees need to take a good hard look long at themselves, and also VAR, get rid of it. Doesn't work. Sometimes they'll do it, sometimes they won't. There's no point. There's no consistency with VAR at all. It's meant to make the game better, and they're destroying the beautiful game. And here come Rangers out on that left hand side with the number 7 Hadji on the ball now, and he's just done too much. And St Mirren win a free kick inside their own half out on this right hand side. Hadji should have played that ball earlier. He tried to go through 2 midfielders. Wasn't going to work. Here we go. There's a few stats on 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. Out on that far left hand side, the free kick's been taken by St Mirren, and now they've given away a free kick to Rangers inside their own half out on that far right hand side. Too many fouls being given away at this moment in time. Come on, Stevie G. Come on, Stevie G. He was amazing for England and a very good player for Liverpool as well. Played down this left-hand side up towards halfway line. Rangers win it back. St Mirren had the ball. They've given it away. Since Rangers got that equaliser, St Mirren have given the ball away. Their confidence has gone that they had in that opening 35-40 minutes of this game. Here comes St Mirren down the right hand side, still in this game, and they've won a corner, and I do believe that is only their third corner of the game. So St Mirren have got a corner kick down this right hand side. Can they get that equaliser that they so desperately need and want? Let's have a look how long's left. There's only 8 minutes left in Atalanta at the moment. 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 looking for the equaliser. Okay, we've got a corner kick to St Mirren out on this near right hand side. It's going to be McGrath, the number 7, right-footed out swinger into the penalty area, and good clearance from the edge of that 6-yard box by Rangers, and St Mirren have won a throw-in out on this near right-hand side, about 32 yards from goal. He throws it backwards. Oh my life, up to the halfway line. St Mirren, you've got to go forwards, you're losing. Did their manager not tell them that at half-time? Come on, seriously. Whenever you get the ball inside the opposition's half, especially on a throw-in or free kick, you put the ball forward, not backwards. On the halfway line with St Mirren. And they lay it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Well, they deserve to lose. If they're going to go backwards more than they're going to go forwards, then they deserve to lose. And then the goalkeeper kicks it out and gives a throw-in to Rangers. What are St Mirren doing? Shockingly shite football in the last 5 minutes by St Mirren. Awful. Awful. They've gone from being a really confident, well-oiled, well-organised team in that first 40 minutes. And since that 40th minute, they've just turned into a bag of donkey poo, St Mirren. What are you doing? And here come Rangers in the final third. Crossfield out onto this near left-hand side. Back into the centre of the park. Crossed into the area and the header comes in. And the goalkeeper saves St Mirren's blushes once again. Diving down to his left-hand side and gathering the ball there. But what a chance for Rangers to put a third in the back of the net. Good play by Rangers. Now they are looking like title champions. Atalanta only a few minutes away from getting all 3 points at home against 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 in the Serie A. We're off to the Serie A later tonight. It is our fourth, I nearly said third then. It is our fourth and final game of the day where Inter Milan will be taking on Juventus. That promises to be an absolute stormer. Inter Milan in the top 3 in Serie A, and Juventus I think are 5th or 7th. So yeah, off to the Serie A. After this one we're going back down to London for 2 games in the Premiership. We've got West Ham United against Tottenham Hotspur, and then after that we're going back up north where Manchester United will be entertaining Liverpool. Goodness me. So let's hope we get plenty of goals in those games. We've had 3 here today so far in the opening game. Good stuff. It's definitely going to be goals in the Man U Liverpool game, that's for sure. Whipped into the penalty area. Good clearance by Rangers on the edge of their 6-yard box. Downfield out onto that far left-hand side. St Mirren with a good cross there into that penalty area. But like I said, it came to nothing. They've got to be more clinical on the ball, St Mirren, and they've got to move that ball a little bit faster now. And they've got to stop playing it bloody backwards. Get the ball forward, St Mirren. Come on. Out on that left-hand side. Backwards over the halfway line into their own half. And he plays it all the way back to his goalkeeper. Well, St Mirren deserve to get hammered now because they're playing what was very positive football. And now St Mirren are playing very negative football. Rangers play it back to their goalkeeper. They can. They're 2-1 up in this game, and they are currently back on top of the Premiership. Hearts fall down into second place, and St Mirren are stuck in 7th. And I think we've had a second goal. Oh, have we? Or is it a penalty? Is it a penalty? I think it's a penalty. Which way's it gone? 87 minutes on the clock. 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 leading by 1-0. It's not a penalty. It's outside the area. They were celebrating like a penalty had been given 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰, but it's not. It's a free kick about 30. I don't know what all that celebration was about. Left-footed into the penalty area, onto the back post. 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰's on the attack in the final 3 minutes of this game. Let's get back to our featured game. It is Rangers against St Mirren, or St Mirren against Rangers, should I say? You should always say the home team first. And it's a throw into St Mirren down inside their own half. Deep, deep, deep. All the way back by the edge of their own penalty area. And they lay it back to the St Mirren goalkeeper. Hits it left-footed. And it is the turn of the St Mirren goalkeeper and players to have the sun in their eyes in this second half. St Mirren are going from left to right, and Rangers are going from right to left. Now Steven Gerrard, Stevie G, is smiling. In the 57th minute, his team are leading by 2-1. They have come from behind. Throw into Rangers on the halfway line, downfield. They win a second throw about 40 yards from goal, out on that far right-hand side. Let's have it, Rangers. If they get a third, it will be all over for St Mirren. It really will. They won't come back from this. Not the way that they're playing at this moment in time. So, can Rangers put the final nail in the coffin of St Mirren? The Buddies are being battered right now by the Gers. They should come up with a better nickname than that, the Gers. It's a bit of a lazy nickname, isn't it, really? It's like some of these teams that, you go and, it's like they literally name their ground after the name of the team. Or, they play in blue and white, so they're just called Blues and Whites. Come on, use some creativity. It's crazy. I like really interesting, we had the Gladiators and things like that, and the Hawks and the Eagles, and the, something that's got a little bit of bite. And even Leicester City, the Foxes, it's the Devil, AC Milan, Red Devils, Man United, bloody Liverpool, the Reds. Very creative. Come on, seriously. These teams need to get themselves decent nicknames. With the back four of Rangers, just beginning to, I don't know whether there's some tired legs out there now as we approach that 60-minute mark. But, and it's inside the penalty area, crossed in. Oh, and it's over the crossbar. Over the crossbar. Did it take a deflection on the way through? Oh, right-footed from the penalty spot, more or less. And it could have easily have been 3. He did have 2 defenders putting pressure on him. And I think it's going to be no, it's a goal kick. Downfield, goal kick. And 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 just came really, really close again. Nearly an own goal there by 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. Goalkeeper diving to his left-hand side and just putting it around the post. So it's the captain of Rangers going to take the throw-in out on this far right-hand side. Downfield onto the edge of the area with Rangers now on the attack, lays it off. Here comes Adji, left-footed, takes a deflection. Oh, and the goalkeeper punches it off his line. Another shot comes in, hits the crossbar. But I think we have a foul out on the left-hand side. And I think it's all over. Is it all over? Nope. What happened there? There's something happened in the Atalanta game. And I do believe the one of the managers has just been sent off, and I would presume that it's the 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 manager. He's just been sent off. I'm pretty certain, because Atalanta manager would not get himself sent off if his team were winning by 1-0. So there we have it. Haha, 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 has had their manager sent off. He is in the stands watching the game now with the fans. He cannot contribute anything else. Match stats: St Mirren 3 shots, and for Rangers 15 shots. 2 shots for St Mirren on target and 7 shots for Rangers on target in this game so far. 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 down the left hand side, plays it out onto the left. In comes the cross. Good defending by St Mirren on that corner post there. The front post from the left hand side. Played infield, 30 yards from goal. Still with Rangers on the attack. Tries to play it through into the penalty area. Now he does. He gets it. 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 puts it into the penalty area. And then they push back. 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 dummies it. Oh, but there was nobody behind him. He thought he heard a voice call. And 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 dummied it inside the penalty area. And it came to nothing. Nice not. Oh, was that an handball? Nope. And the referee, that looked to me like another handball. And the referee, because he's an absolute idiot and couldn't manage to tie his shoelace up, never mind manage a football match. And here comes St Mirren down that far right hand side, and the Rangers goalkeeper has to come to the edge of his penalty area to clear up the danger. And it's with Rangers out on this near left hand side with the left back. 28 minutes to go in this game. Don't forget, coming up after this one at 2 p.m, we've got West Ham United against Tottenham Hotspur. We are into the closing stages of the game in Serie A between Atalanta and 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. It's whipped in. Oh, and 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 equalised from the corner in the 93rd minute. It's 1-1. There was a corner out on the far right hand side. It was whipped in, left footed, and it's headed from 6 yards out into the back of the net. And it's Atalanta 1, 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 1, with a minute and a half to go into the 93rd minute. There's 5 minutes of added time on the front post. Heads it down past the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper was in no man's land. I don't know what the goalkeeper was doing. And there you go. And the Atalanta manager, he's in the stands. No, he's not. It's the 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 manager in the stands. And he punches the air. There we go. Wow, wow, wow. A 94th minute equaliser for 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 against Atalanta in the Serie A. Fantastic scenes from the away fans. Rangers, 64 minutes on the clock, still leading by 2-1. They did have to come back from behind in this game though. Guys, we have got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Reddit, Twitter when it works, Reddit, and several other platforms, I do believe. So please hook up with us on all of those. It would be great to have you on board for Football Fans Live on all those other platforms as well. And it's a throw into Rangers out on this near left hand side. Over the halfway line it goes. And St Mirren have to lay it all the way back to the goalkeeper, who's struggling to see, being honest with you. He should have a baseball cap on. It's it left footed downfield on the attack. Good defending by the centre back. And St Mirren give away another throw-in on the halfway line. Fraser, the culprit in that one. St Mirren have really gone to pieces since Rangers took that 2-1 lead, or even got the equaliser. They went to pieces, and they've not managed to make any impact in this second half. They are a completely different side. As soon as that equaliser went in, St Mirren, all of the players, all their heads dropped, and they're putting out for another throw-in again. I tell you what, they just cannot control the ball for toffee, St Mirren. They're giving Rangers the impetus to go on and score third every 2 seconds. Every time they get the ball, they're putting out for a throw-in. or they're just basically giving it back to Rangers every single time. St Mirren have gone to pieces. Oh dear me. And that was pretty funny. St Mirren trying to break down that left-hand side. He had too much pace, and he couldn't keep the ball in. And then he jumps the barriers and then goes flat onto his face, the other side of the barriers. Good job they got two barriers there, because otherwise he'd have ended up in the crowd. Probably would have been a softer landing. And it's all finished square and fair between Atalanta and 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. A 94th minute equaliser from 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. A right-footed corner headed into the back of the net. And it is all over in that game. There we go. There we go. So, and we will be going to 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 later on this evening for our final game of the day. Our fourth and final 4 games today. Absolutely amazing. Great stuff. There we are. Rangers still 2-1 up. Oh, at least, I tell you what, you know, Jim Goodwin, at least he's smiling. He's laughing at his forward when he went over the barriers there. He found it extremely funny. He's got 4 games today. Nothing on Monday, Tuesday, guys, but then we're back on Wednesday with Sampdoria against Atalanta, who have just drawn with 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. And then we've got Preston against Liverpool in the Europa Cup. Then on Thursday evening, I do believe, we've got Napoli against Bologna. And then on Friday, into the Championship for Queen's Park Rangers against Nottingham Forest. And then next Saturday, we're kicking off with Leicester City against Arsenal. Then Barnet against Aldershot. And then we're finishing up in the Championship with Reading against Bournemouth. Come on, Bournemouth. Reading against Bournemouth next Saturday evening. Cannot wait. And it's with the St Mirren goalkeeper. Kicks it downfield. Over that halfway line it goes. Good clearance downfield. Rangers pick it up in that final third on the attack again. Good defending by St Mirren down that left-hand side. But every time the ball is knocked forward for St Mirren, there's always a blue shirt of Rangers there to clean it up and to clear the danger back downfield. And here come Rangers on the attack once again. I just want Rangers to get a third one now and just put the game to bed. Or an equaliser, because the game has sort of died in this second half. Neither side have troubled the goalkeepers realistically to any extent. And I think Taverner's going to go off. Nope. I think more. Yep. And it is Morlos that's going to go off. The scorer of the second goal. Yeah, we got a yellow card for jumping into the crowd there after he scored his goal. So Morlos is off. And 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 comes on. Fashion 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. Fashion. That's a great name, that, isn't it? Fashion. I bet he's got great dress sense. Okay, so Fashion 𝓳𝓸𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰 comes on, and Morlas, the scorer of the goal that's got Rangers in front in this game, comes on. Fresh pair of legs. 70 minutes gone in this game now. St Mirren are quickly running out of time to get anything from this game. I mean, I think St Mirren would be more than happy with a draw. Can't believe how well they played for the first 40 minutes and then how badly they played. You know, it has been, I mean, they're wearing black and white striped shirts, and it has been a black and white performance by St Mirren. It really, really has. Out on this right-hand side with St Mirren, and they're going backwards again. Amongst the back four and back to the goalkeeper. Do they not realise that they don't get any points for a loss? And do they not realise that they are 2-1 down? They've actually gone back more than they've gone forward in this second half. Crazy. Crazy by St Mirren. And now they go forward. Down the left-hand side, but he's offside. No excuses whatsoever for St Mirren. Right, let's see what else we have. Let's see what else we've got going on in the wonderful world of football. Oh, got a telephone call. Sorry, can't answer it. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, it's out on that far right hand side, and Rangers have won a corner kick. Their opening goal nearly came from a corner kick. In comes the cross, right footed into the penalty area, still bouncing around. Right footed shot on the half volley, and he's put it well over the top. 71 minutes gone, and still Rangers only lead by 1 goal. It only takes a fluky equaliser. And we're going to see a St Mirren substitution in the 72nd minute of this game. Who's coming off? Who's going on? We're playing, so the substitution isn't going to be made just as of yet, but it is imminent. And Rangers pick it up on the halfway line, out on the far right hand side. Still with Rangers, he's got 2 black and white shirts around him. He loses out, and St Mirren pick it back up. But now Rangers, it's a foul. He took him from behind, and a free kick to St Mirren inside their own half. What's the odds they go backwards again? They were playing so positive and with so much purpose in the opening 40 minutes, St Mirren, and now it's just all negativity. But it is the goalkeeper that's going to come out. He's about 35 yards out of his goal to take this free kick for St Mirren. And they are going to hoof it onto the edge of that penalty area, I presume. Takes it left-footed up to, and it goes straight into the goalkeeper's arms. Complete and utter waste of a great free kick there. Oh dear. St Mirren look as if they've run out of ideas in this game. Slightly clueless. Right footed clearance downfield over the halfway line, picked up by Rangers inside that centre circle. Game of headed tennis going on. Need one of these 2 teams to get the ball on the floor, onto the chest, and now finally after about 10 headers it does go onto the floor. And Rangers play it all the way back to the goalkeeper, who wallops it right footed back up to where it was just seconds ago. And another game of headed tennis. Oh, come on guys. Get the ball on the floor. Here come Rangers. Down the left-hand side, it's kept in. Rangers clear it upfield into the final third. Down this right-hand side, good ball forward by St Mirren, and they've given it away yet again. St Mirren in the second half haven't put 2 passes together in succession. Giving the ball away far too easy, far too freely, and Rangers are just capitalising on these silly little errors by St Mirren at the moment. On the left-hand side, tries to get it into the penalty area. It's still bouncing around. Hello, Cheryl. Cheryl in the room. Cheryl Marshall, I hope you're having a super soccer Sunday and a wonderful weekend so far, darling. Thank you so much for joining us. We are in Scotland right now. It is St Mirren, the home team, who did lead for the first 40 minutes of this game. But now they are 2-1 down to top of the table. Rangers. Header comes in. Oh, and how did he miss that? It was crossed in from the right-hand side for Rangers. He was 6 yards out and he just heads it wide. Now here come Rangers. What can they do with this? Into that final third. Out onto this left-hand side. Rangers on the attack. Down the left-hand side they come. He's got an overlay. He's got a runner. Is he going to use him? He doesn't use him. Nice little back heel by Rangers. Played in field by Hadji. Hadji on the ball. Lays it back. And Rangers have to rebuild once again. They're pushed back towards halfway line. Now again out onto that left-hand side. They've got a bit more pressure. If they get a third, it will be all over. And St Mirren get it cleared downfield over the halfway line. Goes down under a challenge. No, referee says play on. No free kick to St Mirren in the Rangers half. And now the referee has done something. The referee just got in the bloody way. This referee's an absolute idiot here today, I tell you. And he's going to have to give a drop ball. One, he's as blind as a bat. Two, he doesn't know the rules. And three, he's busy doing his knitting instead of, you know, sorting out this game. Stephen McLean is the referee. Well, his eyes are full of crap, so he can't be that clean. Matt Miller goes off, and on comes Curtis Mann. So Miller is off, spelt with an A, and Mann is on, spelt with two N's. And Rangers get the drop ball. Out onto this left-hand side, picked up by the number 4, played infield. Hadji picks it up, out onto that right-hand side. Switch of play. Can he get the cross into the penalty area? 30 yards from goal, on the edge of the penalty area. He tries to cross it in. I don't know whether that was a shot come cross, but he fluffed it inside the area, and St Mirren clear it downfield. But plenty of pressure from Rangers now. They've just got to be careful they don't get caught short at the back. Over the halfway line, St Mirren pick it up. On this right-hand side, there's 3 black and white shirts. Can he get the crossing? He's messing about with it. He's taken too much time, and now the defenders get back. And the chance has been lost. Right-footed cross straight into the goalkeeper's arms. And St Mirren waste it again. What are they doing? They haven't got a clue. St Mirren in this second half. They've gone to pieces. St Mirren absolutely dominated the first 40 minutes of the game. And as soon as Rangers got that penalty and that equaliser that was beautifully placed and put away for an equaliser, St Mirren have just gone to pieces. We've only got 13 minutes left of this game. Don't forget, after this game, we've got West Ham United against Tottenham Hotspur. Then after that, we've got Manchester United against Liverpool. And then the final and 4th game of the day, we are covering Inter Milan against Juventus in Serie A. And also we will be covering 2 games. You not only get one main feature, which is on the thumbnail, but we always cover a second game. Earlier today, and it's only just finished, Atalanta against Udinese drew 1-1 with a 94th minute equaliser for Udinese. And Steven Gerrard is going to make a substitution for Rangers, and Hadji comes off. Round of applause for Hadji, guys. He's had an amazing game for Rangers, and he is taken off in the 78th minute of this game. Who is he replaced by? Come on. Come on, Sky. You're too bloody slow. So Hadji goes off, but we couldn't see who came on. Sometimes Sky do not. Their camera angles are shockingly shite. And it's with St Mirren down this near right-hand side. Is it going to be a throw-in? It is. It's in line with that Rangers penalty area. I'll tell you what, it's only 1 goal. They could get themselves back into this game, and Rangers will not be happy if that happens. And it's another throw in line, this time with a penalty spot to St Mirren out on this near right-hand side. And Sky still have not told me who the bloody substitution is. Who came on for Hadji? They're absolutely crap. Sky Sports Pants. Seriously. And it's going to be a long throw out on this near right-hand side into the... Oh, and he throws it straight into the Rangers goalkeeper's arms on the front post. Terrible throw there by St Mirren. Honestly, they've gone from fantastic football to frappy, scrappy football in the second half of this game. Honestly, it is a team that are black and white. They've got the shirts exactly right, because the first half, the first 40 minutes, they were flying, and I would say it was a white performance by St Mirren. Second half attempts, 6 by Rangers, none for St Mirren. Doesn't that tell you something? And the second half has been totally black for St Mirren. A game of 2 halves. They've just not turned up. I don't know what they did at half time. They needed bloody Red Bull. I think they've gone to sleep. They've had their cocoa at half time, and they've just gone to sleep in this second half. Shocking display by St Mirren. Rangers in complete control. and on top of the Scottish Premiership once again. They leapfrog Hearts. Rangers drew 1-1 with Hearts in their previous game. Next up for Rangers, they're at home to Aberdeen. And in St Mirren's previous game, they did outwit Ross County in the end by 3-2. And next up for them, they will be away from home against Motherwell. So another tough game for St Mirren coming up away from home next week. 9 minutes to go of normal time, guys. Hold on to your hats. And it's a corner kick to Rangers. Out on the far right hand side. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 blue shirts inside that penalty area. Rangers have looked very deadly on those corner kicks. They've won nearly every single one of them inside that penalty area. Get ready, it's going to be an outswinger, right-footed, 4 blue shirts inside the penalty area. He slipped over again and it went straight out for a goal kick. I'm telling you, there's something wrong with that pitch. It is absolutely, in the first half, they were ice skating the players, really struggling to keep their footing. And just as he ran up to take the corner kick, he slid flat on his arse and it just tapped it out for a goal kick. So a good chance there for Rangers to get a third. And because of a waterlogged pitch, the sun was shining earlier today. The clouds have come across St Mirren Park. But honestly, I think either it was raining overnight in Scotland, heavy, or they put the sprinklers on. Because even the St Mirren players have been sliding all over the place. They should have changed the studs at half time. What a waste of a corner and what a shame for Rangers there. The ball didn't even reach the 6-yard box. He went straight on his arse from the right hand side as he tried to take that corner kick. Crazy, crazy. With St Mirren on the halfway line, 7.5 minutes to go. Time is running out for the blacks and whites, the buddies, who were leading for a good, 37 minutes they led for. The goal came in the third minute, and the equaliser came in the 41st or 40th minute. But it's with St Mirren down this right-hand side, trying to play it over the top. Good defending by the left back. But it's gone out for a throw-in, 30 yards from goal, out on this near right-hand side to St Mirren. They've got a throw, and they throw it backwards again to the halfway line. St Mirren haven't got a bloody clue. You're 2-1 down with 7 minutes to go. You get a throw-in, 30 yards from goal, and you throw it all the way back to the halfway line. And now they're back on the halfway line again. St Mirren, what is Jim Goodwin bloody playing at? Has he not, spoken to his players? 7 minutes to go. You're losing. And you get a throw-in an attacking position, and you throw it back to your defenders on the halfway line. Bloody shockingly shite by St Mirren. Not a clue. There's the manager. He looks flummoxed. Well, it's your job, mate. You've got to bloody tell them what to do. That's what I said, but you weren't going to have a look earlier. We've got a St Mirren player down. It's Clark. No, it's not. It's McCarthy, I think. The number 7. I saw at the bottom of the thing there. McGrath is down. The trainers are on. We're going to get more stoppage now. We didn't need that. We've only got 15 minutes until kick-off between West Ham United and Tottenham Hotspur. We will get it up as soon as we possibly can. We've got to change the studio around, guys. But be sure to join us back in London for West Ham United against Tottenham Hotspur coming up at 2 p.m. We don't need these injuries. We had 4 minutes of injury time that shouldn't have been given at the end of the first half. And now the number 7 for St Mirren is down on the floor. We're going to get stoppage time once again. This is not good news for Football Fans Live. And if the West Ham Spurs goes up a couple of minutes late, guys, I do apologise. in advance, and I do believe that Rangers are going to make a substitution now with 5 minutes of normal time to go. He's still on the deck. Just get a stretcher and get him off then, guys. Come on. Get the stretcher on. Get him off. And there's Jim Goodwin. He needs to give his players, they've got to get themselves together before, and now the stretcher does come on. Why do they wait 5 minutes to bring a stretcher on? Now the stretcher does come on, and St Mirren are going to be forced into a substitution. Rangers have got somebody warming up on the sidelines. And yeah, I tell you what, Jim has got a lot of work to do with his team before they meet Motherwell away from home next week. A lot of work. Kimber says, yep. Rangers are in complete control. It's a stroll in the park. And Roof goes off. And Nathan Patterson comes on. So, Roof, the scorer of the second goal, comes off. So, both goal scorers for Rangers are off the pitch. And on comes Nathan. Still, oh man, just get him off the pitch. Get on with it. I hope and pray that he's going to be okay, the number 7 for St Mirren. He doesn't, they're keeping him nice and still. He doesn't look in any agony. You know, he's got his arms behind his head. He's just taking a little bit of a lie down. Let's hope that it's nothing serious. So McGrath is coming off. And the St Mirren fans, they're biting their nails at the moment, and I don't blame them because they've got a lot of work to do before next week when they meet Motherwell at Motherwell. Next up for Rangers, they will be at home, a great tie for them against Aberdeen. And if there's an early game next week, we might be able to cover that. 4:30 this afternoon, we've got Manchester United against Liverpool. And then tonight we're back in Serie A for a battle of the giants. Inter Milan take on Juventus. So we're into the 88th minute, but expect a fair bit of injury time. Typical, isn't it? When we're in a rush and we only have 5 minutes to change around, we always get injuries. Absolutely typical. Guys, if you want to join in the live chat, hit that subscribe button. Wait just 1 minute and then you'll be able to chat away when the computer resets itself. But what a game we've had this afternoon. It will be the 7th win of the season for Rangers. They've drawn 2 and they've only lost 1. This will put them on 23 points. And of course now they are top of the table in Scotland. And, you know, Steven Gerrard, he's trying to break a smile at the moment. He knows that his team are only a few minutes away from taking 3 points. It did get off to a sticky start. They didn't up their game until the 41st minute, but since then they've been in cruise control. As for St Mirren, well, this will be their 3rd defeat of the season, winning 3, drawing 4, and now losing 3. And they are still 7th in the league, so that's okay. It's not too bad and there's still a long way to go. And it's nice to see Rangers win. We saw them win the other night. What an amazing game in Europe that was. And off he comes. He gets a round of applause and a standing ovation. Let's hope he makes a speedy recovery to whatever injury that is for the St Mirren number 7, McGrath. And let's hope that he is fine and dandy and he is able to make it back for the game against Motherwell. He has had a good game. Not a brilliant game, but a good game. And he gets a round of applause, like I said, from both sets of fans, which is really nice to see. And we are back under play in the final minute, but we're going to get tons of time added on. That was a good 5-6 minutes, which is not what we needed. But there you go. We will do our best to get West Ham United and Tottenham Hotspur up as fast as we possibly can. It's going to be mental, it's going to be crazy, and we're going to have to go 120 miles an hour. But we will definitely be bringing you West Ham United against Tottenham Hotspur at 2 p.m. or a fraction after that. And it's gone all the way through. We're into the final 20 seconds of the normal 90. It is the away team. The Gers are in the lead. Go on, boys. And I'll tell you what, they have deserved it. They've been the better of the two teams since the 40th minute, and they've not looked back since. And St Mirren have really struggled to put passes together. We've had some terrible midfield play. And, when they've got forward, and we are going to get 7 minutes of injury time at the end of this half. Bloody would be, wouldn't it? Why didn't they give 6 minutes? So we will have 2 minutes to get the next game up. Literally 2 minutes. To the toilet, to the kettle, and back. And it's a free kick to St Mirren on the edge of the penalty area. Oh, and it's gone out. Is it a corner kick? Is it a corner kick? No, the referee gives a goal kick. So there is still 6.5 minutes for St Mirren to get something out of this game and deny Rangers top spot if they get 2. Because a draw would still be enough to keep Rangers on top. But we've seen teams come back in injury time to take all 3 points. But I don't honestly think that St Mirren are good enough to do that. Not today, anyway. I'm not saying they're not a good team, because I am totally neutral. But they've not been good enough today. Not in this second half at all. 6.5 minutes to go. 5.5 minutes to go, sorry. And here come Rangers down that right-hand side. Can they get a fourth, a third? Oh, man, my maths is terrible today. And put this game to bed. We've got that it would be the 4th goal of the game. That's what I meant. And St Mirren win it back. Over the halfway line they go. And it's a throw in St Mirren. About 35 yards from goal. Out on that far left-hand side. If they are to get at least 1 point from this game, they've got to move fast. And they've got to be clinical. Out onto the right-hand side now. But Rangers, nearly every blue shirt for Rangers is back defending. Definitely every blue shirt is inside their own half at the moment. And Steven Gerrard is smiling like a Cheshire cat. And I think so are the Rangers players deep down inside. So it'll be another 3 points, guys. This will be 23 points for Rangers if they can hold on for the next 4.5 minutes, which I'm sure they're going to. And St Mirren are forced all the way back to the goalkeeper, who hits it left-footed, up high and wide, out onto this far left-hand side. Over the halfway line it goes, but Rangers trying to keep it clear. And St Mirren pick it up inside that centre circle, not forward, right-footed, over the top, but a good headed clearance by the full-back of Rangers. And St Mirren are pushed back onto the halfway line. This time, switch of play, out onto the right-hand side, tries to get a cross in. And has it gone out for a corner? It has gone out for a corner. It's a corner kick in the 94th minute. It's Main that wins it out on the right-hand side. Fraser's getting a few instructions by his manager for St Mirren. And it's going to be a corner kick out on this near right-hand side. He's going to take it right-footed. It's going to be an outswinger. Can St Mirren get an equaliser in the 94th minute? Here it comes up towards the back post and over the head of everybody again. Absolutely. We've had 2 corners by St Mirren in this second half and they've overhit both of them. Absolutely shockingly shite set pieces. And I tell you what, the manager, Jim Goodwin, and he punches the air. He throws his hand to the side. He's not happy. He needs to practice. So he's got. I tell you what. Before they meet Motherwell next week, he's got tons of options to practice. They've got to train so hard. I would have them training for the next 6-7 days. I really would. There would be no break for them. I'd be, you lazy bunch of bollocks. You're not going home. You're going to stay on this pitch until we sort out your set pieces, your defending, your corners, your free kicks, your midfield play, your passing, your two-touch football. They would get no sleep for the next 7 days if I was the bloody manager. My goodness me. It'll be spoilt for options on what to train them on next week because they need to practice literally everything, St Mirren. Been awful. And now another good chance for Rangers. 21 yards from goal. This time out on that far right hand side. There's two blue shirts stood over it. Can they kill it in the 95th minute? Left-footed shot comes in. Oh, and he just drags it wide of the left-hand top right. And it was almost number 3 for Rangers in the 96th minute. Oh, and it was curling wide the whole time as soon as it left his boot from 20 yards out. But it was a good attempt there by 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷𝓲𝓷𝓰. He had a great game in Europe, 𝓳𝓸𝓲𝓷 did. And now they've won a corner, Rangers. They're walking to take it. Aribo goes over. Patterson goes over. They're going to take it short. They do take it short. They're going to hold it there. Run down the final minute and a half of this game. And they give away a throw-in. So St Mirren still have a chance. Rangers pick it up. Intercepted by St Mirren. St Mirren play it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Just over a minute to go. It's hit left-footed downfield. Good play by the goalkeeper. St Mirren on the left-hand side. And Rangers turn it around. And here they come. It's played over onto his right-hand side. But good interception. And St Mirren play it back to the goalkeeper who hits it. He's being closed down. The goalkeeper gets to it first. Hits it left-footed over the halfway line. End-to-end stuff. They're desperate. They're running out of time. 45 seconds to go. And Rangers have given a throw-in away to St Mirren out on that far left-hand side. It is 3 minutes to 2. We're only going to get 2 minutes to set up for the next game. Don't forget to join us for West Ham United. It's an all-London affair. West Ham United against Tottenham Hotspur. Then Man United against Liverpool. Then Inter Milan against Juventus this evening on Football Fans Live, the home of good, honest football and commentary. 15 seconds to go. St Mirren inside the penalty area. Is it going to be a corner? It's a corner with 10 seconds to go to St Mirren. Can they get the equaliser with the final kick of the game? Their two corners so far have been shockingly shite. And the St Mirren goalkeeper has come up. He's come up as well. It's the last ditch. We've had the 97 minutes. It's going to be whipped in, right-footed, this time a little bit better. Lots of bodies, and it's headed out, and it's gone behind for a goal kick. And I think that is going to be it. We've had 97.5 minutes now. It's 2 minutes to 2. West Ham United against Tottenham kick off at 2 o'clock. And the goal kick is going to be the final kick of the game, I'm sure. There's Steven Gerrard. He's pacing up and down. He's waiting for the final whistle to go. The Rangers fans are going crazy. They're partying like it's 2021 and it's all over. Guys, thank you so much. We're going to shoot off. See you in around 2 minutes' time. Goodbye.